Alright, my YouTube family. Let's talk about something a little bit different. Let's talk about death. I know it sounds a little weird, but something that I've always kind of thought about with bikes and such, because it's a, let's face it, it's a real possibility that something could happen to us that ride, especially us that ride a lot. You know, anything you do on a consistent basis, I mean, you get better at it, but if it's a dangerous act or a risky act, the more you do it, the better chance, essentially, you know, you have of something bad happening. You know, if you continue to walk in thunderstorms all the time, I mean, obviously your risk is higher to get hit by lightning than it would be if you stay inside and just chill. So, as far as death goes, right? I don't know if a lot of you know about Carlin Dunne, the Ducati road racer that passed away, I believe, July 1st. He was going up Pikes Peak, and for those of you who don't know what Pikes Peak is, it's a very tall mountain. I think it's like 14,000, like over 14,000 feet. And they do races on it. You know, they do races with street bikes, they do races with cars, they do races with quads. I mean, there's even, I don't know if they do it anymore, but there's like a semi-truck race that goes up it. And there are a lot of parts of this race that are extremely dangerous, right? Super dangerous. Multiple people have died on the mountain. And I'll link the final day, because during his I guess days leading up to it, Ducati was filming a documentary on him, on doing it. And so, you know, I think it was like 5 days prior and stuff like that, but the last one was his last day. Okay, his last day, getting ready, doing things. And the way he was talking, you can tell that he was nervous about it. Like, he was scared. This wasn't just another race. This was something that he was nervous about, right? This was something that he knew had a high potential for something to happen. He was riding the prototype Ducati Street Fighter V4 that's coming out here in a little while. Amazing bike, but that's beyond the point. And I believe the record was it was either I think it was like 948 or 950 or something. Anyways, they're saying, the reports are that within, let's say within 50 yards, some people say 20, some people say 30, some people, yeah. So let's just say within 50 yards, this is all reports say, because there's no official thing, these are just eyewitnesses and stories and such, that on the last herd, he hit a bump in the road, which made him high side, and he essentially went off the side of the mountain. Was gone on the spot. There was no chance. And if you watch that video, and you really, like, if you're really into bikes, like, it's more than just kind of, they're cool, I like them, I like to ride, like, if you're really into it, like, this is a part of your life, like, this really is. You can watch him in that video and know that he kind of thought that something was not right, that, you know, there's a possibility that something's going to happen. And there's multiple ones, so I'm just going to link the main one. And in another one, he was talking about how he did a practice run up, and there's just this one section of it, which is the section that he crashed on, where he said it's really bumpy, it's really technical, it's really hard, you can get out of rhythm. You know, today on there was someone that looked like they lost transmission fluid on one of the corners, and he's like, that's the type of race this is. This isn't just a race. He's like, it's cold, there's bumps, the road isn't the same, it changes from day to day, you have to deal with other hazards on the road, such as the transmission fluid. He's like, this is not just a normal race. And so it got me thinking, and I waited to make this video because I didn't want to do it right out of the gate, you know, like trying to capitalize on someone's death. I wanted to wait, and I wanted to think about it too. And I'm not monetized anyway, so it's not like I'm gaining anything from this. This is just my channel. This is what I do. But it got me thinking about like death on a motorcycle, and for those of us that do ride, and we ride kind of hard. Like right now, I'm going up the mountain. I'm hitting these corners at like 50, 55 with one hand, just hanging out. And that's my skill level. Like I can hit these corners a lot harder if I wanted to. Like if I was really trying to push it, right? Like I could come into these ones. Came into it at about 65. I accelerate out, leaning really good. Oh, messed that line up because I hit the white line. But that's what I'm saying, like I could really push it. And so for people that ride kind of hard at times, right, whether it be in the street, on the mountain, or on the track, there's always that chance that you're gonna die, that something really bad could happen through no fault of your own, just circumstantial, and you could die. And sorry if this is kind of a dark video for some of you, but it's just something that I was thinking about and figured I'd share. But every time I throw a leg over this thing, and like today when I threw a leg over it, I knew I was coming up here. There's a part of me that's nervous. There's a part of me that's scared to be up here. Very small part. And that's a part that keeps you kind of in check, you know, not to do stupid shit. But there's a part of me that knows that something could happen, right? But the passion for these machines, the passion for motorcycles, the passion for hitting a corner, leading, getting real close to that guardrail and seeing it whiz by you, and looking through a corner, you know, that passion trumps everything that I can ever think of. You know, getting on XRAM's 1299 for the first time was scary as fuck. Yeah, I was nervous, I was scared, mainly because I didn't want to wreck his bike. But there's the other part of it was I didn't want to fucking get hurt. This is a powerful bike. But the passion that comes through for wanting to ride that bike trumps everything. And so that's what Carlin was about. He knew that, you know, that this is a dangerous ride. He knew that this was an issue. You know, it could be bad. And he still did it. And it was because of the passion. There's a part at the end of the video where he's meeting up with Ducati Club riders, like at this gala or an event or something like that. And he talks about, he's like racing, basically he's like racing these, you know, you sometimes forget that there's a true passion behind it for some of these people. That this is more than just racing. This is more than a motorcycle to some people. And he's like, meeting up with these people and doing these things solidifies that. And it reminds me why I do this. And so like me, if something were to happen to me, like right now, I'm making this video and let's go 2 miles up the road, I low side, or something happens, I go off the side of the mountain, you know, I don't make it. It's something that I love doing, that like, this is the shit for me today. I love this. It never gets old. So if I were to die doing this, I mean, it sucks for my family, you know, and stuff like that. It really does. Or people that care about me. But I mean, you gotta live life. It's cliche, but you gotta live life lives. You gotta do things that make you happy, even though it may be dangerous. You have such a small time on this earth, you gotta find something that you love doing, and something that when you're older, when you're 60, 65, 70, 75, however old you make it, or even, you know, tomorrow, you could look back on it and be like, man, that was a great time. That was great. I love that shit. You know, or when you're older, be able to tell, you know, your grandkids or your other friends, or you're in a nursing home, you're all alone, right? Never had kids, never got married, and just, you know, that's just the hand you got dealt. And you could tell people that you know, you're in the nursing home with, like, hey man, this one time, dude, I went up Mount Lemmon and blah blah blah, and you know, stuff like that. So find something that you enjoy doing, find something that brings passion to you, find something that even in the face of death, right? Even in the face of death, the worst thing a human can face, you'll still do it because you love doing it. You know, that's all I can really say about it. That's all I've really been, you know, like I said, I wanted to make it for a while, but I didn't want to do it right after that. It seemed like I was trying to capitalize on somebody. So, well, my peeps, I'm going to finish my ride up Lemon. I don't know how far I'm going to go. I took a mental health day today. Didn't tell anybody that I was off work. Didn't do anything, just doing my own thing. Sometimes you need it, you know? Sometimes you need to just relax and have a good time. All right, my peeps, I'll do it. As always, check out my Instagram, have_520. All my new people, like I've gained, I don't know, recently I've gained a lot of subscribers. I'm happy you're here. Come talk to me. If you have, you know, suggestions on videos and stuff like that, come let me know. I will most likely respond to you, and a lot of times suggestion videos I end up putting into my videos. So let me know, my peeps. Other than that, I'll talk to y'all later. Look at that view, man. Look at that view. So great. Bye.
I've been trying to find my way. Take me by the hand and let's go find our own space. Somewhere in between you and me, it's a piece of magic.